Pink ginger doesn't just brighten your table, it's the secret to stimulating your palate for a more complete dining experience. Making pink ginger at home isn't hard. The key is keeping it crunchy and fresh without a harsh smell, all while using safe coloring. Today, I'll reveal how to use beetroot for a lovely lotus pink hue, plus a tiny cinnamon trick to make the aroma more refined. A homemade jar that's both beautiful and healthy. Let's get started on this recipe right away. First off is selecting the ingredients, a critical step that essentially determines the success of the dish. First up is the ginger. For the best results, you must specifically choose young ginger. Next, use a stainless steel spoon to gently scrape the skin to preserve as much flesh as possible. Young ginger is fiber-free, offers a mild spice, and maintains a perfect crunchy texture. If you mistakenly use old ginger, the dish will become fibrous, bitter, and overwhelmingly spicy. Then rinse it thoroughly. Once cleaned, we move on to slicing. The key here is to slice the ginger into paper-thin pieces. These ultra-thin slices allow the ginger to soak up the seasoning quickly and ensure it's never too tough or overwhelmingly spicy to the palate. Here's a pro tip. Always slice lengthwise along the grain of the root. This technique creates long, elegant ribbons that maintain the perfect crunch. Now, place all the ginger in a bowl and sprinkle in a teaspoon of salt. This ratio is perfect for 300 grams of young ginger. Toss it well and let the ginger rest for 30 to 45 minutes. This is when the salt works its magic, drawing out the harsh juices and making the ginger fibers more pliable. Once the ginger has released its liquid and softened, take small handfuls and wring them out with all your might. Don't hold back. The drier you wring it, the more deeply it will absorb that vibrant pink vinegar, ensuring a satisfyingly crisp and translucent finish. After wringing it out, we move to a crucial step to tame the ginger's heat, blanching. Bring a pot of water to a rolling boil, drop the ginger in, and blanch for 40 seconds to 1 minute, depending on how much kick you prefer. Pro tip, avoid over-blanching or the ginger will lose its texture. As soon as the timer hits, remove it immediately, spread it out, and let it air dry completely before pickling. Now let's move to the most vital step, cooking the vinegar syrup, the soul that defines the unique flavor of this dish. My golden ratio is 300 milliliters of vinegar, 150 grams of sugar, and half a teaspoon of salt. Add everything to the pot over low heat, stirring continuously until the sugar completely dissolves. As soon as it reaches a gentle simmer, turn off the heat immediately. A quick note on vinegar. I highly recommend rice vinegar for its low acidity, which delivers a mild and sophisticated tang. It ensures the ginger stays pliable and crunchy while creating a stunning, glossy, and translucent finish that white vinegar simply can't match. To achieve that signature pink hue, I'm using a secret from nature, beetroot. You should choose beets that are fresh and firm to get the most vibrant color possible. A small but vital tip, you only need a piece about the size of 2 fingers for 300 grams of ginger. That's more than enough. Don't overdo it because If you add too much, the ginger will turn a deep, dark red instead of the elegant lotus pink we're looking for. Now for the finishing touch, layer the ginger into a sterilized glass jar. Tucking in a few beetroot slices. Then pour the cooled vinegar syrup until everything is fully submerged. You'll witness a fascinating reaction. In the acidic environment of the vinegar, the beetroot's red pigments dissolve, naturally tinting each ginger slice a vibrant pink. Within just a few hours, the color begins to shift, and after a full day, that stunning lotus pink will become vivid and absolutely eye-catching. Once the jar is sealed, leave it at room temperature for about 3 to 4 hours. This allows the vinegar to seep in and start tinting each slice with that lovely pink hue. Afterward, move the jar into the refrigerator. Be patient for 24 hours and the ginger will reach its peak crunch and most vibrant color, ready to be enjoyed. Did you know? Pickled ginger isn't just tasty, it acts as a palate cleanser, clearing away lingering flavors so you can fully experience every new bite. Here's another option for you. My go-to mix: 200 milliliters of white vinegar diluted with 50 milliliters of water to mellow it out. I also bump up the sugar to about 180 grams to 200 grams to keep the flavor smooth and balanced. Just add 3 to 4 thin slices of beetroot for that gorgeous pink hue. Same technique, just a little tweak to get the perfect taste. Now let's simmer and stir until the sugar is fully dissolved. Look at this as soon as it hits a gentle boil. The beetroot pigments react with the vinegar's acidity, releasing a vibrant, deep crimson hue. Keep it on a low simmer for about 1 to 2 minutes to ensure the color is perfectly and evenly extracted. Remove the beetroot immediately to avoid an earthy smell. Pro tip: if the vinegar is too sharp, drop in a small cinnamon stick while it's warm. It neutralizes the sting and adds a lovely aroma. Crucial: let the brine cool completely before pickling. This is a must. Layer the dried ginger into a jar. And pour in the cooled pink syrup. It starts tinting in 3 to 4 hours, but give it 24 hours for the most vibrant, stunning pink. Since this is a natural hue from beetroot, it's completely safe and healthy. Once done, refrigerate to store for 2 to 3 months. It hits the perfect flavor after 24 hours. Pro tip: always use clean, dry chopsticks to serve this. Keeps your batch fresh. Let's take a look at the interesting differences between these two methods. With rice vinegar, the ginger takes on a deeper pink hue. It offers a mild acidity with a deep, sweet aftertaste and a gentle aroma of fermented rice. When tasting, you'll find it crunchy, yet slightly chewy, with a perfectly balanced heat that isn't overwhelming. On the other hand, using white vinegar results in a bright, vibrant pink with crystal clear brinets, very eye-catching. Flavor-wise, this version is a bit crispier in its acidity, but thanks to the cinnamon trick, the scent remains pleasant without any harshness. Pickled ginger isn't just for show, it's a palate cleanser that clears away lingering flavors so you can fully enjoy every new bite. Thanks to its natural warmth, It aids digestion, reduces bloating, and balances out the cold nature of raw seafood. Plus, the ginger beetroot combo is great for warming the body, boosting circulation, and strengthening your overall immunity. I hope this simple recipe gives you the confidence to whip up a batch of authentic pickled ginger at home. The natural pink from the beetroot is not only stunning, but also perfectly safe. If you give it a try, don't forget to share your results or tips in the comments. I'd love to hear how it went. Thanks so much for watching. Good luck with your cooking, and I'll see you in the next one.